doing our live video on the elevated everyday capsule, which was really fun to put together. We wanted to kind of talk through the ethos and what we're accomplishing with this capsule. So this capsule is really designed for, called the Everyday Woman. Can take you from errands to school drop-off to business meetings. So really fulfilling a lot of different needs. Selfishly, this is like my life, so I wanted to build a capsule that I felt like I could utilize in real life. So you'll find a lot of pieces that work very hard in different ways. They're interesting, but still really easy to pull.
And like casual.
Yeah,
I have a lot of clients come in and they struggle with how to dress when they're not working anymore, or they're in a life transition where they're not needing to dress so formally, and they're like, I just struggle with like the everyday, very casual, but not feeling frumpy or unpolished. So I think this speaks to that.
Truly elevated, right? We want to feel stylish, we want to feel put together, but we don't want that fuss or what can sometimes feel like an overdressed situation. So really a capsule that can take you ideally through any part of your life. And actually a lot of these pieces can be dressed up if you choose, which is great. So
I'm gonna let Caroline start.
I'm gonna start. So both Taylor and I have denim bottoms. She'll talk through her look in a moment, but the foundation of all of the looks I'm gonna wear today are the poppy, or the Icon Poppy in Eclipse. I love these for an everyday jean because of the wash. They read casual, but still really elevated, put together. They do have a point of view without being overstated. And they get better with every wash. I love my Icon denim. They're just the most comfortable, honestly, comfortable jeans I own. And I do reach for them out of my closet. So this is the foundation for all of the looks I'm going to show today. As well as the Le Monde Barrel Stella slipper. These are a great everyday shoe. Again, they have a personality, so they have some interest, but still incredibly comfortable, easy to throw on with anything, but like I said, comfortable. And then the foundation for this look is the Velvet Cruise Tank. When building this capsule, really wanted crisp whites to be the foundation for most of the looks. Just provides some polish, but also ease being able to really just throw that on. And last but not least, the most important piece I'm wearing is this Tibby. It's actually a jacket. Come in the frame, I'll ask Taylor. Taylor's wearing it as a jacket, but it also converts into a vest. And it is a really fun
It's like
piece.
a 2-in-1. You get so many different options out of this, and it's such a good transitional piece because you can zip the sleeves off, and they're really easy to zip off. I was surprised. Super easy to zip off.
And when you're wearing them, you actually can't tell they zip.
It's like a hidden zipper on the sleeve, and then you can zip them off, and then it's this really cool vest that creates a really interesting and different silhouette. But it's such a great,
the hero piece, definitely the hero piece. Taylor and I were joking that when I was pulling the capsule, I wanted to pull an outerwear piece because spring weather can be inclement. We often need a jacket, so I pulled it just to cover my bases, but as I was styling it, this truly became the hero piece because it really does add a ton of personality and a really, I guess, a lot of utility as well. It's just a really cool looking piece.
Or if you're like watching your kids game outside and it's, the weather these days is so unpredictable, it's like you may need the sleeves on for the morning, and then if it goes into the afternoon, you can zip the sleeves off and you still have a little bit of coverage.
And the thing I really loved about it, specifically in the version I'm wearing, which is the vest style, is it literally was zero effort throwing this on. I mean, probably the most basic outfit, but it really is interesting, it's fun, it looks very thoughtful and intentional, but again, thrown together in all of about 1 second. So
that's like the definition of a hero piece.
Yes, truly.
You throw it on with your white tank and jeans, and it instantly
creates an outfit.
Creates a really cool vibe.
And I wanted to show you, so I have it styled open, which is really kind of the easiest way to wear it, but also it's really fun, especially when it's vest style, to button the top 2 buttons, and then it really just creates a different silhouette as well. So just a honestly super fun piece, really flattering, and it is thick, so it has some heft to it. Perfect. I'm going to show you 2 add-ons. Taylor, do you want to walk through yours, or should
Why don't you just go through your...
So I just wanted to show, so the everyday capsule again is all about kind of core pieces in your wardrobe, but really being able to style them in different ways for those everyday moments. So I wanted to show what just adding a belt does to this look. This is the De Palma Classico in tobacco. Yeah. So instantly that just adds a little bit more polish. I love pairing the tobacco with the taupe shoe, kind of different shades of brown. Is sophisticated but also fun. And then I wanted to show, this was one of the other hero pieces in the collection, this Faliero Sarti Vivere scarf. I'm a huge fan of scarves. Adding scarves into a capsule or into an outfit is a way to add interest in honestly the most seamless way. And I love this one because it does have a lot of color, but it's actually very, very easy to pair with things because it goes with white, it goes with black, it goes with blue, kind of all of the colors that are core to my everyday and core to this capsule. So I'm going to just show how I would style this as one additional add-on if I'm feeling a little fancy, or maybe it's a little chilly. That just instantly changes the outfit.
Love.
So fun. And it's kind of a fun little Western vibe when you style it this way.
Yeah, different vibe.
Cool. All right, on to Taylor.
Oh, hey guys. Yes, Caroline and I are both styling this Tiffy jacket. I'm wearing a size small.
Yeah, I forgot to say.
Yes, the one that Caroline is wearing as the vest is the large. We've sold the medium. So this is the large, but we didn't want to have to waste time zipping and unzipping the sleeves, which is why we did it this
Actually,
way.
the large is growing on me. At first we were like, oh, it's way too big, but I think it's the vest. It really works in an oversized moment.
I'll throw on the vest too at some point, but this is what it looks like as a jacket. I've got it styled with the new Tiffy slouchy carpenter pants. They are a denim material, but it's more of a khaki color, and I'm wearing the size 28. Both Caroline and I had to size down in these, so I think normally I'm a 29 in most Tiffy denim, and I sized down to a 28, and these fit the same as my 29s in like my sit jeans. They sit low, and they're definitely slouchy. They've got this like carpenter detail here. I'll take this off. I love the pockets. On the back, she does the asymmetric pockets, so there's one up here and one down here. So this is what the 28s look like, so I've definitely sized down. And then I threw on a new tank top from Roa. Really excited about this new brand. Definitely some really good elevated classics, so a good white tank top. And then I had the Tiffy jacket, but I was going to do a couple other variations with this base layer as well. Pulling in another piece from this capsule, this is the Color Rush Bora Bora crew neck in navy, in a size medium. Yep. And this is one that Caroline pulled. I love the navy paired with this color here. And this is what so definitely like an oversized crew. I feel like Caroline and I have a similar style. We like a little bit more masculine pieces, but still like to I don't know.
Feminize them.
Yeah, feminize them a little bit, especially with the accessories in this capsule. So I love these two pieces together, and then what you did to kind of accentuate shape a little bit is you took this and did it around your waist. So we have this striped Alex Mill top, and I think a stripe is a really good tool to just break it up and add something different. So I love this.
It's that feminine touch. I feel like the stripe feels a little bit more feminine.
Yes. And just a little bit interesting and cool. So I love this combination together. And then I think you also threw this jacket.
Yeah, I did. And one thing I love, Taylor was kind of talking about the colors. I kind of like that the palette isn't overtly spring, but then the white really adds that freshness.
I think a light jacket is a must-have for freshening up your spring outerwear. I think it's such a great tool, and exactly, these are a little bit darker colors, and I think this really does freshen it up for the season.
And the stripe as well, the white and stripe.
And just feels really cool and fresh and modern, so I love this combination together. And then
And I loved I didn't want to interrupt Taylor when she was talking, but I love the pants. I think I talked about them as like denim reimagined because they do have the feel of denim and kind of the style of denim, but they feel a little bit more polished.
Yeah, if you need to update your denim collection, I think these are a great tool to add in. Mm-hmm. They are really long. I had to wear a heel because they were just like dragging on the ground. I think we could cupping them. I would definitely probably get them hemmed and then also style them back to a ballet flat, which again adds a little feminine touch. I think these are a great tool to balance out. Like we have a ton of pops of pastels and pinks for spring.
That would be
I think a pop of pastel or a pop of pink or butter yellow would be really pretty with this color as well for spring.
Yeah, I love those. They're so good. And the carpenter styles.
They're comfortable. They're cool. You can talk through yours.
Sure. Perfect. So another core part of the capsule is this Anina Bing Paxton shirt. I want to show you it styles a couple of different ways. I swapped out the velvet cruise tee for the velvet Ryland, or cruise tank, for the Ryland tee. Again, a crisp white base. I think this capsule is all about kind of the basics and having those nailed. So loved this tee as part of that. And then wanted to show the Anina Bing Paxton shirt. This is I'm wearing a size small in the tee. I'm wearing a medium in this shirt. And I love this piece because it kind of reads as a jacket. One of my favorite ways to style it was just kind of open with the belt, with the ballet flat, and has that definitely everyday effortless look, but love the denim on denim, and it's comfortable, but I feel great in it. It has a personality. It feels a bit more Western, but really, really fun. What do I want to add to this? I'm going to show the scarf a different way. I kind of played around with tying this.
What I love about the size of this, like we were talking about, is there's so many different things you can do with it. I pulled in another scarf as well. If prints are not your forte, or you don't love the pop of color, but you still want to utilize the styling aspect of a scarf, I pulled in this navy one from Elizabeth. I'll kind of show. It's got a little bit of texture to it, but I'm going to style this a couple different ways too.
And so this is kind of another fun way to play with this scarf as a styling tool. I loved the outfit before. It was very crisp and clean, but then styling it this way just adds a little touch, a little color, a little more personality.
Sometimes it just depends on your mood.
Yeah, it depends on your mood.
Yeah. But another easy. Yeah. It's an easy addition. I'm just going to do a couple. Actually, I did the sweater around the waist here if you need to de-layer, and also love this, really simple and easy. I would even throw this on with like a flip-flop. And then I was going to borrow your belt.
Yes.
Our best belt. We also just got some new belts in from Nilly Loden. If you like a more refined belt, what we like about the De Palma is they have a vintage feel to them. They kind of like give that like, I've had this for years and it's worn in.
Threw it on.
Yeah, I love this belt.
Looks really nice with these pants.
Yeah, these colors are great. So I'm going to add the belt here, and then I'm going to add, for sharing. Sharing wardrobes. Actually, I think I'd love to share a wardrobe.
Yeah, I know, that'd be great.
This is the Denimus Sutton button-down shirt in a large, right?
Yeah, it's a large.
We hold a large. I love doing a button-down shirt as a jacket. I was also telling Caroline, I am such a blazer person that's like so core to me. And I wear them casually all the time, but I have a lot of you come into the store and you're like, I can't wrap my head around a blazer. It still feels a little too professional or like not quite suited to my lifestyle anymore, which makes complete sense. I think a button down is, and this capsule has no blazers in it, but I love it. It's just a little bit more casual, so I think a button down is a really great tool to kind of have that third piece that really elevates a tank top and jeans. And this is just like a large, oversized striped button down, so you can do it this way. I'm gonna do one more quick look with the denim shirt.
love the blue and I guess it's like a brown tan khaki color of the pants. Just creates an interesting.
I think a white pant would make sense in this capsule too.
Yeah.
But if you're like running around, if you've got kids, if you're like
I feel like it has to have white.
A white pant, I could understand hesitation. So I love that you pulled in whites in all of your tops, like a white tank, a white tee, a white jacket. Okay, this is the Anita Bing Paxton shirt, and here's where I was gonna pull in.
Oh yeah, I forgot to show it buttoned up.
Yeah, you could do it buttoned up. This is not what I was looking for.
Yeah, this piece is great because it can really be a jacket. It's like a jacket or a shirt.
You could do the Valero scarf here, again for a pop of color. Our tags always get in the way. Just ignore that. But I love the just plain navy from Elizabeth with this color combination as well if you still want a neck scarf. You can do it this way.
Yeah, we'll say every day, but anything but basic here.
Yeah, I love that. Never basic or boring. It's still interesting. You still have a point of view. I love this type of shirt.
It fits really well.
You can do it as a jacket or a shirt, and this is the size medium?
Yeah, medium. Yeah. And I think because it's cropped, it makes it easier to style. I find sometimes with an oversized silhouette in denim, it can be challenging because it's long, or I don't know, it feels very seamless.
I think this scarf is still long enough. Somebody's wondering if you can do it around the waist. I think it is.
Yeah. You definitely can. I mean, the belt's out.
I've got the belt on, but you can still do the scarf around the waist or at the hips.
And that's another way to add some like a feminine touch.
White.
Yeah, let's check it out here. Let's see if this one will go. Sure it will.
Yeah, I feel like you could with that one. And then I'm just going to show you guys, I think I've kind of gone through most. What's nice is like, you can kind of keep the same base layer on.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're finished.
You can finish and then I'll talk through this.
You want? No, go ahead.
So I took off the white base layer because I did want to show this Alex Mill Avignon top as a core piece as well. So this is a classic French Breton style, thicker fabric, and honestly very kind of feminine in its silhouette. But to me, this feels like the equivalent of throwing on a t-shirt, but adds a little more interest. I did show it here, just fully tucked in. I think it creates a nice silhouette. These pants are a little bit higher, and this feels very, very easy to throw on. But completely different look. And then I loved showing it with the vest, or wearing it with the vest underneath, and just seeing that pop of stripe. Again, can throw on, but immediately looks kind of put together, fun, little personality. And then I also would style this. Could do it without the vest, just for ease, to showcase adding this sweater as a layering piece. What this capsule really proved to me is you don't need as many things in your closet. You really create different personalities.
I had Caroline pull this, and she was like, I pulled for our live today, and I looked at the rack, and I was like, that's it.
But truly, it's like, and it feels, like this feels very feminine, very French, very...
You can make a lot of different
personalities. And then I wanted to show one more way. So the bag that I had originally pulled for this capsule did sell. It was the Jerome Dreyfus Lulu in medium and the cocoa color, so a dark brown. But this bag totally works as well, and I think it proves a point that with a more, again, this is anything but basic, but with a capsule that kind of draws on neutral colors, the bag can really serve a fun purpose to add pop. So this yellow bag works really well, and I wanted to show how you can also tie the scarf around the bag, just to add a little pop of color. Again, it's a stylish element without trying, frankly, at all. Yeah, the vest is fun with that.
I wanted you to see how the vest worked with the pants, so you do the vest here too. I love the shape of it. It feels like structured, so it's not super overwhelming here. Again, this is the large. I would probably wear the small, so it'd be a little less big. It's not bad with the vest, but if I had the sleeves on, it would be too overwhelming on me, so I definitely go with the small for me. But just so you guys can get the idea of what the vest looks like. And I also love the neckline. This bundle neck is having such a huge moment right now. You can kind of like tuck your hair in and just like have it buttoned at the top.
Yeah,
As a really cool outerwear piece.
I think one of my favorite looks in the whole capsule is just both pants, the white
With the vest.
tank, and the vest.
So easy.
So easy.
And it's great transitional.
And that you could wear
because
out
it's
to dinner.
yeah.
100%.
It's not like super hot out right now, but it's also like a little chilly. You kind of need a jacket.
Yeah.
And this is like the perfect transitional piece.
And I do feel like without this, like sometimes sleeves can be bulky if you're sitting at dinner or I guess depending on whatever you're doing. But without the sleeve, it doesn't feel like it has that bulk.
It's so good.
I want to show this on as a jacket, which again just totally changes the look, but so good.
Yeah, there's really not a lot of pieces here, but it still feels really interesting, and you've still got tons of options. And if you guys watched Caroline's styling video that we posted earlier, like you did so many like slight variations of things and created so many different looks with like a handful.
I think
of pieces.
literally 8 pieces.
Yeah, it's like barely a handful, more than a handful. Okay, well I think that's everything that we talked about. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
Love doing these with you. We are still running our little raffle promotion today, so any online orders placed through the end of today, Friday, April 3rd, will get entered to win a $500 shopping spree with us and a private shopping appointment, so you don't want to miss out on getting entered. If you see any of these pieces, today would be the day to grab them.
Feel free to DM us questions.
Yeah, let us know if you have questions or sizing questions or anything. We have tons of new arrivals as well, so stay tuned for all of our try-ons. Okay, bye!